Today we're going to learn about Kanayago, the Japanese goddess of metal and smithing. Kanayago's story is one filled with ancient traditions, captivating myths, and significant influence in the art of metalworking, and it was recommended by Cryptonical. Kanayago is believed to have emerged from metal ores, symbolizing the divine source of metals. According to ancient Japanese mythology, these ores were seen as the seeds of earth, nurtured by natural forces until they were ready to be discovered by humans. The story goes that Kanayago infused life into these raw materials, making them more than just rocks buried in the ground. This transformation was seen as a divine gift, enabling people to extract metals and turn them into useful and beautiful objects. In these early tales, Kanayago's birth from metal ores represented the beginning of craftsmanship in human society. She was thought to have given people the knowledge and skill to work with metals, an essential step in the development of tools and weapons. This mythology highlights the transformative power of human creativity, guided by divine inspiration. It reflects the belief that Kanayago was not just a product of nature, but also a mentor to those who would shape her gifts into practical and beautiful items. By linking Kanayago's origins to metal ores, ancient stories also emphasize the importance of resourcefulness and hard work. It suggested that while materials were provided by the earth, it was Kanayago's blessing that enabled humans to uncover and refine them. Thus, Kanayago's mythology showcases her essential role in the world of metalworking, portraying her not only as the source of metals, but also as a guide who helps transform them through human skill and effort. Fire is essential in the process of metalworking, and Kanayago, the goddess of smithing, is deeply connected to this element. In ancient Japan, fire was seen as a purifying force, transforming raw material ores into valuable tools and weapons. Kanayago's association with fire illustrates her vital role in these transformations. Imagine a blacksmith's forge where intense heat is applied to metal, making it malleable and ready to be shaped. This heat isn't just physical, it symbolizes the divine power Kanayago imparts, guiding the smith's hand to create items with precision and care. So the connection between Kanayago and fire underscores how critical both elements are in the art of smithing. Fire, under the watchful eye of Kanayago, ensures that metals are not only purified but also fortified, contributing to the creation of strong, durable, and functional metalwork. By embracing the element of fire, Kanayago's influence enables the conversion of nature's raw offerings into finely crafted tools and ornaments vital for daily life and survival in ancient Japan. As metalworking grew in importance, the figure of Kanayago became central to blacksmiths and their craft. Her association with the divine qualities of metal and fire made her a natural deity to be revered by those who shaped these raw materials into essential tools and weapons. Blacksmiths, recognizing the immense skill required to transform metal ores into usable objects, turned to Kanayago for guidance and blessings. This reverence was not just due to her mythical origins, but also because they believed she watched over their work, ensuring the quality and durability of their creations. In workshops across Japan, blacksmiths would often begin their day with a prayer to Kanayago, asking for her assistance in their endeavors. By invoking her presence, they sought to channel her divine influence, hoping it would help them produce superior metal products. The tools and weapons they crafted were crucial in daily life and warfare, making the role of the blacksmith paramount. Thus, honoring Kanayago was not only a spiritual practice, but also a practical one, believed to be key to successful craftsmanship. Kanayago's importance extended beyond individual blacksmiths to the entire community, as these metalworkers produced items that were indispensable for farming, building, and defense. The quality of their work had significant societal impacts. By venerating Kanayago, blacksmiths reaffirmed their commitment to excellence, and in doing so, they reinforced her status as a foundational figure in their craft. This divine connection cemented her place not just in the smithies, but in the broader cultural fabric of ancient Japan, integrating mythology with everyday life. Seeking Kanayago's blessings was a vital part of the metalworking process. To gain her favor and ensure the success of their craft, smiths developed a series of sacred rituals that were performed before any forging began. These ceremonies were more than just traditions. They symbolized a deep reverence for the divine force they believed was guiding their work. One of the main components of these rituals was the lighting of the forge. This task was performed with great care and precision, and as it marked the beginning of the transformation of raw materials into powerful and precise tools. The fire's ignition was considered a sacred moment, believed to invoke Kanayago's presence and her blessings for the task ahead. Furthermore, these rituals included offerings and prayers directed to Kanayago. Smiths would present gifts such as sake, rice, or even metal fragments as symbols of their devotion and gratitude. They would recite prayers asking for her protection against impurities and for her guidance to produce the finest quality metalwork. The ceremonies weren't just about the physical act of lighting the forge or making offerings, they reinforced the connection between the smiths and the goddess. By performing these rituals, the craftsmen sought to align themselves with the divine principles of purity and craftsmanship that Kanayago embodied. This spiritual preparation was seen as essential to achieving not only technical precision, but also moral and spiritual integrity in their work. Kanayago's influence extends to protecting metals from impurities during the forging process. In ancient times, blacksmiths believed that invoking her blessings would cleanse the metal, removing any unwanted elements that could weaken it. This protection was critical because impurities could cause cracks or make the metal brittle, leading to tools and weapons that might fail when most needed. Through prayers and rituals, smiths sought Kanayago's favor to ensure their metal remained pure. These rituals often involved elaborate ceremonies where the smith would offer symbolic items and chant specific invocations. The act of lighting the forge itself was considered a sacred moment where Kanayago's presence was invited to oversee the crafting process. With her divine intervention, the metal was thought to be transformed from a raw and perfect substance into a strong, durable tool or weapon. Beyond physical purity, her blessings also represented the moral integrity required in smithing. Blacksmiths believed that maintaining a pure heart and a disciplined mind was just as important as the quality of their materials. In this way, Kanayago embodied both the intangible and tangible qualities necessary for superior metalworking. The result was not just stronger metal products, but also a higher standard of craftsmanship. Under Kanayago's watchful eye, every piece forged was a testament to the skill and dedication of the blacksmith, as well as the divine influence ensuring its excellence. This belief in her protective powers has been passed down through generations, solidifying her role as the guardian of pure and resilient metalwork. Kanayago's journey as a revered deity in Japan did not happen overnight. As blacksmiths and artisans honed their skills and depended more on their craft, Kanayago's importance grew. Her influence stretched across every step of metal production, from the initial extraction of metal ores from the earth to the intricate process of forging these raw materials into finely crafted tools and weapons. This omnipresence in metalworking processes made her a vital figure whose blessings and guidance were sought after by many craftsmen. Kanayago was not just a symbol of raw power. She was also seen as a protector and a source of wisdom for those who worked with metals. Her guidance was essential in ensuring that each piece of metal not only took on its desired shape, but also possessed the needed strength and durability. Her influence was such that any successful project involving metal was attributed to her favor. This belief fostered a culture deeply rooted in respect and devotion to her, illustrating the blend of spirituality and daily craftsmanship. Her role expanded beyond practical metalworking to encompass the broader cultural and spiritual aspirations of the community. In becoming the goddess of metal and smithing, Kanayago was honored not only for her power, but also for her embodiment of the precision, dedication, and ethical integrity involved in this ancient craft. She became ingrained as a central figure in Japan's artisanal culture, representing a bridge between human skill and divine oversight. Kanayago came to be more than just a symbol of skillful metalworking. She embodied the very essence of moral and spiritual purity needed in the smithing process. This wasn't just about creating useful tools. It was about transforming simple metals into works of art with precision and honor. Under Kanayago's watchful eyes, every strike of the hammer and every moment at the forge was an act of devotion. Smiths believed that their work had to be pure, free from any shortcuts or impurities, both in the metal and in their heart. Following her guidance was not only about technical skill, but also upholding high standards of craftsmanship. This dedication ensured that every piece crafted was strong, durable, and beautiful. It was said that metals forged with integrity and care were imbued with a special kind of strength, reflecting the meticulous effort and pure intentions of their creators. Over time, Kanayago's influence helped elevate smithing into a respected and revered art form, admired not only for its practical value, but also for its spiritual significance. As Kanayago's influence grew, shrines were built to honor her, especially in regions known for blacksmithing. These shrines became important centers of devotion where blacksmiths and their communities could come together to seek her blessings. Worship at these shrines was crucial in maintaining her favor, as it was believed that her divine intervention was essential for producing high-quality metalwork. The rituals performed at these shrines often included offerings and prayers aiming to invoke her protection and guidance in their craft. Over time, these practices not only reinforced Kanayago's status as a revered deity, but also helped to solidify the cultural importance of metalworking in Japanese society. Through these shrines, Kanayago's legacy was preserved, ensuring that her blessings continued to be felt by future generations of blacksmiths and artisans, making her an enduring symbol of craftsmanship and devotion. Kanayago became especially significant in the creation of sacred swords as Japan's weapon-making culture evolved. These swords were not just ordinary weapons. They were considered holy artifacts under Kanayago's watchful eye. Each blade was believed to carry a piece of the divine, giving it special powers that went beyond mere sharpness and strength. As blacksmiths shaped these swords, they invoked Kanayago's blessings, ensuring that their work was guided by her mystical influence. This divine connection was crucial in giving the swords their revered status. The process of forging these sacred weapons was meticulous and infused with rituals that honored the goddess, seeking her protection and guidance at every step. The belief in Kanayago's power extended beyond the blacksmiths to the warriors who wielded these swords. They trusted that the swords imbued with Kanayago's divine energy would not only serve them well in battle, but also offer protection against their enemies. These sacred swords became symbols of honor, bravery, and divine favor, carrying with them the blessings of the goddess Kanayago. In ancient Japan, the Imperial Regalia holds profound significance, comprising three sacred treasures: the mirror, the jewel, and the sword. Among these, the sacred sword, often referred to as the kusanagi, shines as a symbol of the emperor's strength and divine right to rule. This sword is more than just a weapon. It's a representation of the emperor's legitimacy and the protective power bestowed upon Japan. Kanayago's influence is intricately woven into the creation of this sacred sword. As the goddess of metal and smithing, her blessings are believed to imbue the sword with exceptional strength and purity. The forging of the kusanagi under her divine guidance ensured that the blade was not only a masterpiece of craftsmanship, but also a vessel of spiritual power and protection. The process of crafting the imperial sword was a sacred ritual in itself, requiring the most skilled artisans and the utmost adherence to spiritual traditions. At every stage, from the selection of the ore to the final polishing of the blade, Kanayago's presence was invoked to guard against impurities and guide the hands of the smiths. So Kanayago is not just a deity of metal, but a guardian of Japan's cultural heritage. Her role in the creation of the Imperial Regalia underscores the deep connection between spirituality and craftsmanship in Japan, reflecting a rich tradition where divine influence and human skill coalesce to create objects of great national and historical significance. Kanayago's rich mythology and significant influence in metalworking have left a lasting mark on Japan's culture. From her emergence from metal ores to her close association with fire and blacksmithing, Kanayago symbolizes the divine journey from raw material to crafted masterpiece. Blacksmiths revered her, performing sacred rituals to seek her blessings, ensuring the purity and quality of their creations. With shrines dedicated to her worship and her role ingrained in the crafting of sacred objects, like swords and the Imperial Regalia, Kanayago's legacy as the goddess of metalworking and smithing is profound. Her story is a testament to the intertwining of craft, spirituality, and tradition, showcasing the deep respect ancient Japan had for the skilled art of metalworking. All right, that's all I've got for today. If you like it, give us a like and subscribe. If you don't like it, that's okay too. Other than that, have a great day.